Thank you, Mayor Peabody.
I've got no sound.
Mayor Peabody, we're able to hear you. Are you able to hear us? Can you shake your head if you? Okay, let me just go and see what is happening. I think I'll see if I can get some sound. One moment. Okay, so I'm hoping that will do the trick.
Right. Okay, I've got sound now. All right, so sorry about the technical delays. I'll call the Committee of Adjustment meeting to order for October 12th. Motion for the acceptance of the agenda, moved by Councillor Adams, seconded by Councillor Elphick, that we accept the agenda for October 12th meeting. All those in favor? Okay, that's carried. We have minutes from last meeting, moved by Deputy Mayor Gierzak, seconded by Councillor Hutchin, that we adopt the minutes of the September 14th meeting. All those in favor? Okay. So we have one order of business for the Committee of Adjustment tonight, and that is minor variance up on Thomas Street. So we will have a report by Ms. Steeper. Ms. Steeper, welcome to our meeting.
Thank you, Mayor Peabody. If anyone is interested in receiving a notice on this application, please contact the clerk or email the Bruce County Planning Department at bcplwa@brucecounty.on.ca. The purpose of the application is to allow relief from the maximum site coverage for accessory buildings and structures, and for the number of accessory buildings and structures to be 4. The proposed site coverage is 7.8%, whereas the maximum site coverage permitted in the zoning bylaw is 5%. The applicant is requesting to exceed the maximum lot coverage by 2.8%. The proposed number of accessory buildings is 4, whereas the maximum number permitted in the zoning bylaw is 3. The applicant is requesting to exceed the maximum number by 1. If approved, the application would facilitate the construction of a pool with a pool house at 221 Thomas Street. The property is located within the town of Walkerton and is south of Bruce Road 2, west of Yonge Street South. The area is surrounded by residential uses. The planning analysis centers around the 4 tests of a minor variance. Relief can only be granted if the minor variance passes the 4 tests. The proposed pool and pool shed is accessory to the existing residential use and is permitted both within the local and county official plan. The application does maintain the intent and purpose of the official plans. The subject lands are zoned residential. R1, the bylaw identifies a maximum lot coverage of 5% for all accessory buildings. Lot coverage as a percentile allows for a balance between lot size and the size permitted for structures, i.e. a larger lot can permit a larger building, smaller lot, smaller building, rather than setting a maximum size. The bylaw identifies that the number of accessory buildings shall not exceed 3. Number of accessory buildings and lot coverage is aimed at ensuring there's enough permeable surfaces on the lot for proper drainage, space for amenities, and green space. In this instance, the applicant is proposing to increase the lot coverage to 7.8% and increase the number of buildings to 4. The front and rear yards on this property are large, and there will be enough permeable surface maintained to allow for drainage. The variance maintains the intent and purpose of the zoning bylaw. Over time, it can be expected that a property owner will grow and replace, add to, or build new structures to their property, which allow them to maximize the benefit, value, and use of their property. The variance will enable the property owner to build a pool to their needs. The variance does represent an appropriate form of development for the use of land. Whether a variance is minor is evaluated in terms of the impact the proposed development is expected to have on the surrounding neighborhood. It is not expected that permitting the variance will have any impact on the character of the area or the ability of adjacent landowners to use their property for permitted uses. The installation of a pool in the rear yard of the residence is also in keeping with other similar lots in the neighborhood. The variance is minor. No concerns were raised from agencies. No public comments were received on this application, and this concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Steeper. Are there any questions from council? Okay, hearing none. Is there anything that the proponent of the project would like to add? I can see they're on the line there.
No, nothing to add here.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Randall. And Ms. Hamilton, were there any input from the neighbors on the file?
Yeah, I'll just see. I don't believe we have anyone else in attendance, and we have no one looking to call in. So I think it's safe to say that we have nobody additionally who's hoping to participate in this part of the meeting right now. Thank you, Mayor Peabody.
Okay, very good. Okay, we have a motion prepared then to accept the staff recommendation moved by Councillor Lang, seconded by Councillor Lifeso, that the Committee of Adjustment of the Corporation of the Municipality of Brockton is considered Bruce County Planning File A 2021-64, and any objections and submissions arise from the public hearing hereby approves the application for a minor variance to 221 Thomas Street, Plan 2, Part Lot 3, West Range Plan 71, Part Park Lot 4, West Range RP 3R 7086, Part 1, Walkerton, in accordance with the conditions outlined on the decision sheet. All those in favor? Okay. Motion is carried. All right, so now we have a motion to adjourn at 6:40. Moved by Councillor Adams, seconded by Councillor Elphick, that we adjourn the meeting convened under Section 45(6) of the Planning Act at 6:40. All those in favor of adjournment? Okay, adjourns.
Before we completely lose the Zoom, if I can just ask that members come in to sign the decision sheet in the next couple of days to ensure that there's no delays in getting the notice of decision sent out, that would be much appreciated. Thank you.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Okay, bye.